And go. Basically, Conflict Bonds Peace End is the route where you don't kill your friends, and Conflict is the difficulty level. It's basically the normal difficulty.
I want to protect them all, no matter the cost. If that time comes.
No matter how many times.
And they're all saying the audio's low, Ghoul?
I got you.
Alright.
Humanity won't be saved by gods or by demons.
There we go.
Alright. So, basically, this starting intro is we're seeing Flynn, the protagonist of SMT4, before he was reincarnated as Flynn. And he's saying how he wants to save the world from the demons and everything. But we don't care much about Flynn, because the story of this game follows Nanashi, a 16-year-old teenager who just wants to be a hunter with his childhood friend Asahi. So, while all those hunters out there are fighting for their lives, we're just in here watching TV. Because we're just in training.
Hey, Nanashi, wake up.
Alright, 1 second, guys. Okay, how is that? Actually, let's go to there. Let's go.
Almost go a bit more. So, we've got our two teachers here, Manabu and Nikari. They don't stick around too long, as you'll see soon. But right now, after the fighting's been over, they want us to go scavenge for relics. And relics are basically things from the past before all the demons came that are still in decent condition that you can sell for money. They're pretty much the only source of money in the game, aside from the quests you can complete. Alright, we didn't fail the naming boss.
Didn't have any fun with your name this time?
No, I didn't have any trouble with the name.
I didn't ask if you had any trouble. I asked if you had any fun.
Oh, no, I didn't. I can change it later, though. If chat wants to throw out some suggestions for a name, we'll be able to change that in a little while. Okay, now good. So after we find our relics, we are sent back to our home in Kinshicho, and Nanashi slices up a demon before we go inside to show that he's a badass. Well, Kinetic, the thing with killing your friends is the only fight that really changes is the Vishnu Flynn fight. And on lower difficulty levels, like normal for instance, that actually makes the fight about 10 times easier because of a glitch you can perform. Because aside from maybe the earlier SMT games, like from PS2 onwards, this is probably the most poorly coded and glitchiest SMT game there is. So much so that you actually can soft lock yourself on every single boss.
It's even weirder because it's the same engine as 4, isn't it?
No matter the cost.
No,
like
there's a lot
basically
more
much
abilities and things in this game that are broken that weren't in 4.
Huh.
And if you guys want to see some of those glitches, you should stick around after the run, because if we're ahead of schedule, I'll be doing a glitch exhibition for this game, so you guys will get to see some of those cool glitches, since none of them are really useful in the speedrun, or rather, they're hard to execute because they're RNG determinate. But you can bet, if I get the opportunity to do so, I will be doing the most busted glitch in the game, which is, the imposing stance glitch, which basically allows you to steal an enemy's press turns and act on their press turns instead of your own.
What?
Yeah. There's a glitch where you can steal an enemy's press turns, and you get to use them instead of them.
I don't even want to know how that happens, but okay.
It's a very subjective glitch. You have to have a lot of conditions aligned for it, mostly that you need to be in a fight where your partner is either dead or not around. And there's not too many of those fights in the run, and you can never really count on or route around your partner dying. But in the Anarchy end, where you kill all your friends, you have to fight one of the hardest bosses in the game without a partner. And it's on that fight where the glitch is extremely useful. How can you glitch IRL? You can't really. So basically what's been going on in the story now is Nanashi had a dream about Flynn killing himself to create this giant dome over Tokyo to protect it from a nuke that people had launched to get rid of all the demons. And basically we told our friends and mentors about that dream, and now we're off to go deliver food, because that's what we do as hunter trainees, is go and deliver food. Because we have nothing better to do with our time. The estimate for this run is about 12 hours. But, that's a very generous estimate. And it's probably going to be more like 11 hours.
We have a lot of generous estimates to try to prevent people from getting SMT too hard.
Yeah, since this is a more typical SMT, getting demon recruits can be extremely trolly. Also, just the demon spawns in general so far have been trolly. I'm supposed to have fought 2 enemies by now, and I didn't even run into any of them. So one of the fastest ways to do this game is to keep on auto battle as much as you can, because unlike in DDS where you saw yesterday, auto battle in this game skips all of the enemies' actions and turns, not just ones where they're attacking. So you can skip a lot of animations. That saves a lot of time over the course of the run. So, after we learn how to fight, we go over here, and some bad things happen. I mentioned a little bit ago that our mentors weren't going to be sticking around for too long.
If you get a chance, can you try to turn the volume up a little bit on your end? I got it pretty much maxed out on my side.
Yeah, I can do that. Alright, I've gone ahead and turned up both mic and game. So, we're going to deliver food, and this horde of demons shows up and burns one of our mentors to a crisp, and proceeds to kill the other one as well. So, instantly, we've already had our 2 mentors, and the only other people in the game we've pretty much been introduced to at this point are dead. And then, well, we die.
There's isn't
Bad
happening.
ending confirmed. Game over. That's the run, everybody. So, here we are now in Purgatory, and we're just gonna run ourselves down to hell. And we see these little ghost guys along the way. And they're just like, we don't know who we are anymore. You can't turn back anymore. It's fine though, we're dead. Who cares? So, in case you guys were wondering, the Gates of Hell is actually a train station. You can see the little ticket booths right over there. But before we cross into Hell, our dad comes and gives us some power and brings us back to life. Daddy Dagda. And he gives us 4 levels worth of experience. Which we put all into magic and then some agility. Is this the final game from SMT? No, there's still Persona 4 Golden and Nocturne after this game. So, once Dagda revives us, he gives us some glowing green demon powers and pretty much just general invincibility. We can't die anymore. So, we basically are just gonna throw ourselves at everything until it dies, because we can't die. So, we just died. Both our mentors are dead, and Asahi is here just sitting at this horde of demons about to be eaten. So, she's not having a good day. But you get demon powers and invincibility when you die? Only if your dad wants to remake the universe, Scribbletons. Only if your dad wants to remake the universe. So you can see Nashi here is realizing he's green now. Asahi is trying to summon demons out of our mentor's phones, and she just can't.
Best of luck, buddy.
Alright, see you, Ghoul. Take it easy. So this is the first fight in the game where you can actually see some interesting speed tech. Like, this is like the tutorial fight, but it's actually faster to die on this fight. Because you can spend about 4 or 5 turns killing this mob, or you can die, and dying again just instantly ends the fight. And you still get the same amount of experience for the fight either way. So, taking 2 turns to die instead of taking 4 or 5 turns to kill the mob is a much faster option. So now we go back and tell our real dad that both our mentors are dead. And even though we didn't deliver food, we finished the deliver food quest. And now Asahi is like, Dad, we just had our mentors die. Can we be hunters now? So, and our dad rejects us, saying we're not mature enough or ready enough. So, he says no, and we decide to go recruit some demons anyways, despite his wishes. And one of the things in this game that the other SMTs don't have, that 4 also did, is the at point system. When you level up, you get 10 at points, and you can spend at points on things like getting more skill slots, being able to work with demons better, being able to fuse higher level demons, and a bunch of really nice stuff. And the first thing we buy in this run is the ability to charm demons better. And then here's your first tutorial recruit. It's always a Sudama. That's the only encounter you can get in this, the first encounter in here. And he's being a bully right now, but we need to recruit him. He's being a really big bully. He's supposed to be like a free recruit, but he's not going along with it today. One of the funny things in this game is a lot of demons like being told that they're going to be just used for fusion. So usually if you get that type of dialogue option, you can recruit a demon just because you know they like to be used for fusion. The way recruiting works in this game is there's some answers that will always fail, there were some answers that will always work, and then there are some answers that will more or less work. Unfortunately, I don't know all of those because there's just way too many of them. So, after we get the Sudama, we need to get this bird, Caladrius, here. And he's our source of Dia for a little while. And having a source of Dia is really important, and we also need him for fusions later on. Alright, so now we need to find a goblin to recruit. And we need to find, we also need to get the level 6. Because we need to get the level 6 so we can recruit more demons in another area. And we need a goblin for fusion material later on. Goblin is probably the demon we use most in fusions, because he's pretty much the cheapest demon in the game. And he makes a lot of really nice things. So one of the things that kind of sucks about this game is you miss a lot in the early game. Don't worry, Braxton, I am well aware of fusion accidents. My PB for this game actually lost about 30 minutes to fusion accidents. Which seems like a lot, but if you don't save and you get to the end of one of the fusion chains in the run, and you just have an accident on like a second to last fusion, you'll spend a good 20 minutes redoing all the fusions. So, one of the other quirks with this game is, as you can see, there's these data monsters on the field map here. And each of these monsters correspond to, like, the shape of them corresponds to what's actually in the mob. It's not random. Or rather, it's random to a degree. Like, that orb I just attacked, that could have either been a goblin in a legion, or it could have been this encounter with 2 slimes in a legion. Rather than memorizing, like, demon negotiations and everything, it's much more worth your time trying to memorize what demons are in which monster form. Because you'll see later on, I'll be only looking for a specific type of demon and to recruit, and I'll be only attacking shadows or monster forms that have that demon. So the way you get skills in this game is when a demon levels up, they whisper you your skills, or their skills, and you can decide to take them or not. If you take them, then you just are able to use them then. And if you, you can see on some of them, like Centaur's Needle Shot right there, it said +2. Basically, in this game, demons have affinities for certain skills, so they can use certain skills better than others, and some skills worse than others. Like, they have negative affinities as well. Alright, here's the goblin I need. So we're gonna kill the Legion first, and then attempt to recruit it. because we don't want to be taking damage if we fail. But yeah, basically with the demon affinities, if you have a plus affinity, you'll do more damage, and you'll have a lower MP cost for it, and vice versa for the other, for negative affinities. If you have a negative affinity, you'll do less damage and it'll cost more MP. Alright, so we got our goblin, so now we just need to hit level 5? Or level 6? Alright, so it's really good I'm finding Sudamas here, because they can drop Geostones, which are important for the next boss. Alright, we didn't get one there. We got one earlier, though, so that's better. Having a negative affinity for your skills is much worse, because they do less damage, like significantly less damage, and they cost significantly more MP, and MP is actually very, very tight in the run, because unlike an SMT4, they decided to not give Nanashi a huge MP pool. Demons have types? Yes, demons have types as well. That's their race. Like, some of them are Yomas, some of them are Jireis, fairies, and so on and so forth. There's a bunch of different types of demons. And knowing those types, can help you fuse them appropriately. We'll be doing a lot of fusion shenanigans with, the types later on. Yep. So now that we're level 6, we can, we got a quest after we got all our demons to go and help some hunters who were getting their asses kicked by angels. So, we're gonna go and help them. But first we have to recruit some more things. One of the things we'll be doing later in the run, once we get some actually powerful skills, like the Dying spells, is when Nanashi learns a skill for the second time. Like, if I already have Needle Shot right now and I learn another Needle Shot, I'll get Needle Shot +1. So basically I can get my skills up to +9 for the most part, which increases their damage by almost 1.5 times. So it's, when you have stronger skills like the Dynes and the Severe spells, it's worth taking the time to plus those skills to 9 for the extra damage. Because it starts letting you 2- and 3-shot bosses. But before we get to there, we need to get some more demons. And this is another one we need. We need Decarabia. Decarabia has an interesting quirk to him. There's a certain dialogue option you can get on him that if you say the right thing, it will just instantly recruit him without needing to do any negotiation. And also, he just bullied the hell out of my Sudama. What a jerk. Will I be getting Mothman? We do not get Mothman in this run. I am sorry to disappoint you, but he is never used and never fused. Yeah, with utility spells such as buffs, plussing them will just reduce the MP cost. It won't make them more effective. So, Daddy Dog does trying to tell us about Demon Fusion right there, but we already know all about it. Well, see, Mothman's not useful in this run because he's only level 11. Like, he's an early game demon. And our early game party is very set in stone because we need certain abilities. Alright, so you can see I was looking around for there. I was looking around for a female-shaped shadow like that one because I want to recruit Naja here. and the only shadows in this area that have Naja are the female-shaped ones. And yeah, lower MP cost in this game is very important because, like Kinetic said, MP items are really bad. Alright, so Naja was a bitch and didn't want to get recruited. One of the nice things about, if you fail to recruit something, sometimes when you talk to it again, it will just automatically recruit because they'll be like, oh, I remember talking to you. I couldn't talk to you then, but I'll come with you now. And sorry, Ghoul. So again, I'm just looking around at the different places that shadows spawn in order to, try and find a female-shaped shadow. That's a female-shaped shadow. Alright, so she just gave us a life stone and left. Demons do weird things. Dang it. Well, see, the thing is, Pale, Energy Drain got nerfed as well.
Hey!
Energy Drain can only heal a maximum of, I believe, 97 MP, despite how, no matter how high your magic is. Wow, this Naja is not getting recruited. Oh my god. Naja, please! Oh, whoops, that was Naja's turn. The turn order is so screwy at the start of the game that it's easy to just pass your turn without realizing it.
Hey!
Dang it. Naja's a very important demon to the run, so we can't skip her either. Alright, well it looks like more spawned right over here, so we're not gonna have to look around for too long. With 3 fails now, we should be getting an instant recruit soon. Alright, we got her. Okay. We can finally continue the run, everyone.
Awesome!
Unfortunately, since, actually, you know what? I think I might just use the revival bead here, because my MP is in good shape. I was gonna go back and res Sudama, but I think using a revival bead is just gonna be better. So, now that we have all the demons we need for the early game, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the story. So death means nothing in this game, so saving for bosses wastes your time. Because if you die, you just spawn back where your save would have been anyways. But there's a little difference on this upcoming fight here, because this fight's actually possible to soft lock. Like, you can enter this fight, and you can actually get into a situation where you can never win it. So saving beforehand is safe.
Yeah.
Basically, this angel has a few moves. It can use Hama, it can use attack, and it can use Dia. And if it ends up killing all of your demons and it's just Nanashishi and Asahi, Asahi will keep herself and you healed well enough so that Angel will never die, and she'll just be able to keep healing herself with Dia forever. Also, a really nice touch is all humans innately know light, so if she uses Hama on Nanashi, she just loses all of her turns. So basically we just do as much damage as fast as we can to her. I bought some Zeo stones because she's weak to Zeo, and having the ability to press turner is really nice because it makes it so she doesn't use. You can kill her before she gets too many Dias off. Alright, she's dead. Very easy first boss of the game. So now we take Zeo off of Sudama, and we take Dia off of our bird. We need Dia on Nanashi for multiple reasons coming soon. And as you can see there, my Bufu got to Bufu +1 because I already had it. And that's a mechanic, that's like that +9ing mechanic I was talking about earlier. And you'll be seeing a lot of that later on. So here's this guy. He's forced to kill you, and he's a bully. He's probably gonna Zeodine someone and kill him. Yep. So the goal in this fight is to die. So the fastest way to do that is to desummon your demons and then just auto attack him until he kills you. And yeah, Smirk is a mechanic in SMT4 and in this game. In this game, it grants you a 100% crit rate and defense against your weaknesses. It can be removed by inflicting a status ailment or just using your turn. And it also just grants you a little bit of bonus damage as well. In SMT4, it does all the same things, only it also pretty much, it gives you like a 97% evasion rate. So if something's smirked, you're not going to ever be able to hit it, for the most part. So now that Flynn and Isabu have come to our rescue, and are taking all the demons' turns away while doing damage, we can resummon our alive demons for experience and just auto-attack the boss until he dies. Yeah, Harvey, the numbers in this game get a little ridiculous. The highest I've seen in the speedrun route has been, I think I hit a 10.4k on the final boss with setup, which is a third of the final boss's health, by the way. I did, like, it's possible with the best setup to 3-shot the final boss, which is kind of silly.
I'm gonna get even stronger.
Yeah, no, this game has, unlike all the other SMTs aside from SMT4, this game has no defense stat, and that can lead to very silly things.
Hey, it's you.
So now that we've been rescued by Flynn and Isabu and we saved the hunters, our dad recognizes us as hunters. So if you guys want to have a fun name for the marathon, get your names in right now because we're going to get a chance to change it. Any names? Maybe we'll just go with marathon for now. supposed to be.
You like it?
So Asahi is trying to pick a nickname, and we just don't want her to, so we don't let her. And if you think this game is broken already, just wait until later. We're gonna be really breaking the game. Yeah, Asahi's done a lot. She does Magilu and Bersaya. So now I'm unlocking some skill slots for my demons for later, because we'll be needing them. And then we've got a nice little tutorial on skill changing here. This Polipina on Sudama will always change into Dia. It will never not do that when he levels up to level, I believe, 7. So, now that we're officially recognized hunters, we got some quests that were way too over our head. So, we're gonna go... Instead, there was one kitty quest that was a joke. That's called Please Stop Fight, and written very poorly. But we're gonna go and do it anyways, because we're novice hunters. So another important aspect to this game I mentioned with the at points is at points let us do a lot of really busted things. And there's also dead hunters everywhere in Tokyo, and reporting these dead hunters will give you more at points. And it's actually very important to get a certain number of them, because we need those at points at very specific times to give us enough points to unlock abilities we need in order to beat things. Personally, I prefer the Cathedral Shadows to the Velvet Room. So now that we're hunters, we're allowed to go and explore Tokyo. So we're gonna go head to Ueno to get more information on the quest we received. But before we do any more story stuff, guess what? We've got to do some more demon recruiting. We need the forgotten Jack brother, Jack the Ripper. And while we wait for all the shadows to spawn to see what I have to work with here, we're gonna go ahead and get the relics in the area for some money. Collecting relics throughout the game is very important because you need money. Alright, so I attacked that because slime puddles have a chance of being a Doobiak and Jack the Ripper, but we didn't get lucky. But we need experience anyways, so killing them is fine. They're pretty easy kills since they're weak to Bufu. Memorizing demon weaknesses is one of the other things that's very important for running SMT games. So this is the screen in the Ueno that has the highest chance of spawning Jack the Ripper. So we're just gonna chill around here until we find him. There he is. He's the little gnome-shaped shadows. So 4 of them is too many to deal with, so we're gonna kill some off before we try to recruit. They're not nearly as hard as recruits as Naja, so we don't need to keep them alive. Alright, so Naja bit the dust, but that's fine. Come on, you jerk. Alright. So, he was a jerk for a little bit, but then he instant recruited, so it's okay. I forgive him. I forgive him because he instant recruited without me having to pay him anything. So he's a rather important recruit for later on. We need him to make King Frost, which makes Black Frost, which makes Alice. And he also learns Mudu, which is a really good skill in this game. Light and Dark in this game are some of the most overpowered elements. So we don't need to recruit anything in this area for right now. We'll be back here later to do a recruit when it's easier. But I still need to go around and get the relics for the money, and I need to get this dead hunter up here for the app points. If you miss this hunter up here, the entire app point route gets thrown off. Like, he only gives you 2 app points, but those 2 app points are incredibly important. And yeah, Alice, we use Alice in this run. We may not use Mothman, but we use Alice, because she's extremely busted. No, Hama and Mudu are not instant kills in this game. Hama and Mudu do damage just like other spells, but they also have their instant kill chance when you're smirking, or when the enemy is weak to them. And there's actually a whole glitch along with that as well, where, we'll be using it later in the run. You won't even notice that we're doing the glitch, but there is a glitch. That once a boss drops below 30% of its HP and it like flashes red, it becomes susceptible to instant kill abilities, like Hama and Mudu. So if you use a Hama attack with a smirk, or if they're weak to it, and they cross over into the 30% range because of that attack, from there on out, and including that attack, there's a chance that you'll just instant kill the boss and just skip 30% of the boss fight. So, we got here and we found Nozomi, who is the person who wants us to stop the fight, and we're gonna come with her to the fairy forest, because Nozomi is the queen of the fairies.
Complete.
Is that Dev intended? We don't know, Pale. We don't know. So what you're saying, this is a well-programmed video game. I mean, considering you can steal enemies' press turns, you can soft lock on literally any boss that has a cutscene in it, and you can respawn relics somehow. There's a relic respawn glitch, which is incredibly overpowered, but we don't know what triggers it. So, yeah, there's also untranslated text in this game. There's actually, I believe, 2 or 3 untranslated texts. This game is well more balanced than SMT4 for sure. Like, the gameplay in this game, like the actual demon fighting and negotiation and everything, is actually the best in the series in many people's opinions, including my own. It's very well balanced, even despite the brokenness of it. And the skill system is really nice. So here we need to get a few recruits, but we also need to level up to level 10. So we need to do both of those things. I'm looking to recruit a pixie and a dwarf here. And I should have recruited those. I need to turn off my damn controllers. I don't even know how to do that without changing the scene. Alright, so fighting this might be a bad idea. but we're gonna attempt to do it. What does a Pak do? The fact that Naraku doesn't exist is what it does better. Alright, so killing a Spriggan like that gives you a ton of EXP, so it's really worth trying to kill them. Alright, there's... Is that a pixie? No, that's a man-shaped. So what I'm looking for here is a small female shape. Because that will hold Dwarf and Pixie. Though I believe man-shaped also holds Pixie. Yep. So we need to clear out these Bloyluses here, and then we can recruit the Pixies. Crap. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there's also no Minotaur in this game, and they blew away 2 of my demons? Wow. These pixies are jerks right now. So, Zahn in this game has a 1% chance of blowing away your demons, and it just happened twice in a row. So... You can just take that as you will for how bad RNG can be in this game.
Please.
Can I use the out? Okay, we can.
Awesome.
I guess we'll just summon Nacho while we try to get our demons back. Oh, here's your Mothman for Mothman lovers. I forget what he's weak to, though. What a bully. Yeah. Death in this game means absolutely nothing. If you die, you just get the respawn. Except for in one dungeon. In one dungeon, it actually forces you to die. Please die, Chakram. Thank you. Alright, so we're level 10 now. We still need, the dwarf, though. But we get to do a few fusions here. So, we're gonna save before we do our fusions, though. Because fusion accidents really hurt you in the early game. So the first thing we fuse is an angel, because the divine line is extremely good in this game.
Thank you for watching. See you again.
I need to turn off my Twitch alerts. Fuck. How do I do that? Alright.
Gather demon.
Alright, so we've got our new fused demons, but I still need to get my other 2 of them back. Alright, so there's my centaur. And my Decarabia should be coming soon. Should be this mob right here. Alright, there's my Decarabia. We got our demons back, guys. We got our demons back. Alright, so Now we need that dwarf I was talking about. Unfortunately, dwarf is a bit of a jerk and doesn't like to be found too easily. Crap. What I'm looking for is a small-shaped female shadow, like exactly like this one. But, unfortunately, you still share a role between a single Naja and Dwarf and Pixie. Alright, I turned off my twin words. Can you be in bird shadows? Something tells me you can be in bird shadows. Okay, you can't be in bird shadows. So it's actually pretty much better to just fight things if you run into them because run rates are so bad at the start of the game. Alright, so Jack the Ripper learning Mudo is what we need. Mudo is a very important skill. Alright, there's my dwarf. There's my dwarf. So let's kill these pixies. Gosh. Crap. I would really prefer you not hit Dwarf Asahi. That would be really great. Let's not piss it off. Alright, come here, Dwarf.
Sure.
Alright, we got Dwarf. That's all the recruits that are annoying for a little while, at least.
We did it!
The next annoying recruit is in the next dungeon. But since we're actually... You know what? We'll just charge drop. I was thinking I needed to go back and heal because Jack the Ripper has low MP, but it actually shouldn't matter. Come on, guys. Dancing all night for Persona 3 is totally legit. You don't close your eyes anymore. You just start dancing. So, the next boss coming up is King Frost, and he's pretty simple, actually. Also, you're going to see a little bit of speed tech here, where saving and reloading is, like I'm doing right here, is faster than getting the encounter. And it's pretty much only faster because of the digital copy. Having a digital copy of this game as opposed to a physical one makes being able to do that a lot faster than getting an encounter. So we pick up that chest there. That chest had a magic mirror in it that we'll be using to pretty much destroy the next boss. Whoa! Also, I want to charge drop Jack the Ripper here. We get plenty of tracker drops in this run, so it's not a crime to be using them this early. We also get one of the minor mechanics of this game, the Navarre dagger, at this point. And Navarre can sometimes be an idiot. You need him and this dagger to break some specific walls in the game to be able to progress, and sometimes his AI is really, really, really bad at targeting the walls. despite how you may aim him.
Now's my chance to shock and amaze. Onward!
Hey, he did it! Yay! But yeah, that basically you need Navarre to break those ghostly-looking walls, right? Like that. Alright, so I want to fight this big shadow thing because it's got a Spriggan in it, and Spriggans are pretty easy to kill once you have Hama and Voodoo, and they give you the most experience out of anything in the entire dungeon. And getting the extra experience is really helpful because it means you have to fight less in the next dungeon, where the next dungeon's a lot more difficult. But, like, that just gave me, like, half a level in one kill.
This is bad.
Death improvement. He sucks in both games, in my opinion. I really don't like Navarre, but, I mean, the only reason he's more likable in this game is because Gaston exists. And Gaston is just a worse Navarre. So again, there was a Spriggan in my way, so killing it wastes very little amounts of time and gives you a lot of experience, so it's worthwhile. Yeah, he's super good in combat. Navarre's a really good partner.
Shadows,
God
where demons
damn it, Twitchell hurts. No. Alright, so we got Mudo already, which is really nice. See, sometimes he's really bad at breaking walls. And speaking of Navarre as a partner, each of your partners do a different thing in this game. Asahi generally heals you, Navarre uses buffs on you, and Nozomi does status effects with her gun and occasional damage. So we're gonna put on Navarre for a lot of the fights, so we get,
Very well, you can count on me.
free buffs from him, because we don't run buffs on ourselves for a long time. Alright, so this is King Frost. Basically, he goes as you expect. We just spam a bunch of fire skills on him. And he goes down in 3 turns. This fight is a little RNG dependent because you need smirks in order to do enough damage. So if you don't get enough smirks, he might live. But it really doesn't matter because he can only really kill Kaso. Missing on this fight is also really bad. So yeah, basically this fight is just do damage. And then the partner attack here takes his first turn away from him. And does some decent damage and gives us smirks. And then you may be thinking, but what about his second turn? He's not going to die that fast. You said it takes 3 turns. Well, we picked up that magic mirror earlier, and we're going to use it here. So now we've got a reflect magic shield on our entire party, and wow, that's
Just trying to keep up with me.
should be okay though. And then he just reflects he uses King Bafula, which is a very strong attack. Oh my god, I'm missing so much. There's Unlock Y! I hope I have the damage for this now. I don't think I do. Nope, I didn't. So now we're gonna get bullied. We're gonna get really bullied. I told you we were gonna get bullied. But again, it doesn't matter because the only one who needs to live is Angel and Nanashi through that fight.
How's that?
It does kind of really suck that Kaso's losing so much experience, though. Because I don't think we're going to have Sukukaja for Ose now. Which is going to make Ose a little bit harder. So now that we've killed King Frost, everything is done here in the Fairy Forest, except for what we need to do here in the Fairy Forest. We've still got some more recruits to do. A lot of the recruits are done in the early game because recruits are easier and less dangerous, and we just make everything out of low-level stuff for the most part. So we have to get a lot of demons in the early game. Do I have a revival bead? I do. I'm gonna go ahead and resurrect Kaso here so he can get some experience from the recruits. We're also gonna go ahead and delete Dwarf. We don't need him. He's just recruited in order to be in the compendium for later. So the first thing we need is, well, A, to heal myself so I don't die. But we need an Apaya.
Hey! Hey!
Alright, we got an Apaya. Please learn Sukukaja. No, you jerk. Kaso, please.
Not bad.
Alright, so now that we have Napaya, we can use her. And a fun little thing with demon negotiation in this game, and in SMT4 for that matter, is if a female demon is charmed, they will be instantly recruited whenever you talk to them. And we abuse that a little bit. It just makes it a little bit easier to do things. But unfortunately, what I'm here for right now is this Tomlin. I'm not here for a female demon. That is not what I meant to do. Come here, Tomlin. Alright, nice. We got both Napaya and Tomlin very quickly and easily. See, demon negotiations don't always go terribly. Sometimes they go perfectly fine.
Not bad, I'd say.
And now that we have both of those demons, we can be on our way to go and do another demon recruition. After we fight this Spriggan. I need to catch up console experience a little bit. So again, I'm worried about Kasa's experience because I really would like to have Sukukaja for one of the boss fights coming up. Because if you don't run Sukukaja, or Rakukaja for that matter, and Rakukaja is even harder to get, you have a really bad time. Really, really bad time. Phantom Brave is also on PC. For her sake, I will not fail. So, now that we have something that has charm, we're gonna head back to Ueno and we're gonna do another recruit here. We passed by it the first time we were here because we're trying to recruit a femme, and femmes can sometimes be very, very picky on whether or not they want to be recruited. So it's just easier and quicker to come back with Mar and Karen. Alright, so I believe what I'm looking for here is... I believe it's the man-shaped shadow. But it's not this encounter. And the experience here is bad, so we're not gonna bother trying to... fight it, or try to kill anything. We're just gonna run. Alright, here we go. That was very quick. This is a somewhat rare encounter. Lianes are hard to find here, but we found it relatively quickly, which is really nice. So you can see that one I charmed, and now I'm going to talk to it, and it's just going to instantly join me. I don't have to negotiate with it, I don't have to do anything to it, I just talk to it, and it's fine.
Here's more!
Alright.
Not bad, I'd say.
With that done, we can be on our way again. And we're gonna go ahead and delete the Tom Lin we got, because he's also just meant for the compendium. We don't need him for fusions for a little while. So now we can go and finally move on to the next dungeon. And once we get through the next dungeon, the game will really start to go a lot quicker.
This is the Ueno terminal. Activating
Because we won't have to be
transport
doing as
complete.
many recruits. Get in there. Sometimes walking is hard. So, our dad is lecturing us on taking quests that are too difficult, and then this old man is like, you want to make a name for yourself? Come with me. So, instead of respecting the law of don't go with strangers, we're gonna follow this old man into a creepy looking wall over here. Because, you know, we want to be famous hunters. And as we go into this wall, we find out this old man is actually Odin, the coolest looking demon in this whole freaking game. And he wants us to go into the bottom of a well and free this god that is supposed to help Flynn out. And, you know, since Asahi is a fangirl of Flynn, she'll do whatever it takes to help Flynn. So we're gonna go and free the demon in the shrine, under the well. But first, we're gonna stop off at the shop and we're gonna buy some nerve gas.
Anything else? Come again?
And then we're also gonna go for a quick pass of victory cereal. And we call it victory cereal because it sounds like cereal when the sound effect's going off. Victory cereal. To get a full heal. And then we're on our way to the well.
This is the key. Activating transport complete.
Exactly. The worst thing that can happen to you in this game is you die, and death doesn't matter. But it's still slow. We don't like going slow. Especially since this is actually an okay run. We've had decent luck with recruits. Naja trolled a little bit, but it's fine. Normally, the early game recruits go. At least one of them goes pretty badly. So this is the other place. I hate this dungeon with a passion because the recruits in here we have to get are really awful. Or well, one of the recruits is really awful. The other one's completely free because it's Marin Karin. And just the bosses in here are so inconsistent and very difficult. The BGM's also just not great. But all 3 bosses in this dungeon are really difficult ones, so we're gonna have a fun time with them. Basically, we see these sealed up walls and an angel and demon arguing who's gonna protect them. Clearly, the demons and the angels don't want us getting into what's in this shrine, but, you know, since we want to help Flynn, we're gonna do it anyways. So, you'll see me using Marin Karin a good amount, even when I'm not trying to recruit something. That's mostly just because I want to use it as something to make an enemy just not attack me for a turn, because I'm not going to be able to kill the entire mob in one turn. So, having a buffer zone so that it won't attack me and do damage is really nice.
Here's more!
Navarre, don't you use my nerf gas! You jerk! Don't do that, Navarre! Navarre can also use attack items you have in your inventory, and he can use my nerf gas, and I really need my nerf gas, so he's a jerk for using the nerf gas. So you'll see me do another save reset here because when you go to grab this chest over here, you get an ambush spawn like that. And if you touch one of the Jack Frost shadows in this dungeon, which 3 of them spawn in that ambush, you're basically just dead. So by saving and resetting like that, you can clear away that ambush and just not have to deal with it. But yeah, Jack Frost shadows are instant death in this dungeon. Alright, so this is the first boss. We've got Principality and Archangel here. We have everybody on our team aside from our Angel can weakness abuse them. But what we need to do here is we want to kill Principality first. But we also want Navarre to use Makakaja on us. So rather than using Centaur's Needle Shot against Principality, even though he's weak to it, we're going to use Bufu. Because by using Bufu, it'll bait Navarre into using Makakaja, because we didn't use a physical attack. If you use Needle Shot, he's got a chance of using Tarukaja, which is entirely useless on this fight. Alright, so him starting with Hama is really bad, but it's fine. I'm scared of that Archangel Smirk, though. I really hope he doesn't do anything too terrible with that, and it looks like Navarre was an idiot anyways and used Tarukaja. So we'll just roll with it and just start killing the Principality. Something you'll see me talking about soon is defensive smirks, where I want to smirk on my demon as the turn ends, so they can't be weakness abused. Like right now, my Jack the Ripper is very safe from being killed because he's got a smirk and he's not weak to Hama. Also, I can't believe I actually just used the smirk remove attack there. I've never used that before in a run, but this situation kind of called for it because I got heat waved. If I didn't remove that smirk, I would have been dead. Alright. Please don't kill me. I do not want Angel losing this EXP, so I'm gonna res her. And we're gonna swap back. Because I've got a partner attack here that'll take care of the Archangel's health and heal me a little bit.
How about this?
Thank
On
you.
to new heights! Behold my heroism! Amazing, right? Yeah!
Alright, Archangel should ideally die this turn. Especially with all these sparks. Yeah, there he goes. I also think that was an instant kill, by the way. A boss instant kill with a Light Dark. Because he wasn't flashing red. Alright, we got Rakukaja, which is really nice. So now even if we don't get, or we got Super Kaja anyways, so Osei's gonna be pretty free now. What level are we? 14. Okay. We need to reach level 16 by the end of this dungeon.
Whoa!
And Osei will get us to 15. I really enjoy the Ys games. They have really good soundtracks, and I'm also a huge fan of the Trails games. Falcon games are just really good. So this game has healing springs, much like Nocturne does, and as soon as you enter the first one, Asahi gets really jealous because there's a naked lady just floating in the water there, and Nanashi is staring at her. We're gonna fight this. We're gonna go ahead and fight this. Because I need the experience.
Yeah!
Yeah, Ys 8 is something I'm looking forward to as well. I hear it's pretty good. Alright, so now we're headed down to get the second seal for the walls, and the second seal is guarded by Osei, and Osei's a bully. There's also always an ambush shadow that jumps out of the well right there, and if it's a Jack Frost shadow, you're just better off reloading than trying to get around it. Because it'll waste so much time if you try to get around it and fail. Cold Steel definitely has a better, like, battle system and such, but story-wise, Sky is way better in my opinion. I'm also a speedrunner of the Trails games, so if you enjoy those, my next project after this marathon is actually going to be translating the Sky second chapter route. So we desummon our demons to go through the poison lake there because they just take damage and get unnecessarily poisoned, and it takes time to heal them. Otherwise. What's projected length of this run? About 12 hours. Though it may be closer to 11. 12 is very generous. Alright, so here's everybody's favorite Thong Cat, and we're gonna make him fall in love with us, because keeping him status is actually the easiest way to deal with this fight. Meanwhile, we also just buff ourselves up so we don't take damage. Alright, Cody hit himself. That's ideally what you want to have happen, is have him hit himself. Unfortunately, the charm didn't wear off, so we're going to have to toss some nerve gas now and pray. Alright, that's not good. So we're likely going to eat some damage here. Hopefully it's not too much. Alright, I can live with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Poison. So now we've got 3 Rocket Couches and 3 Suku Couches up, so I would say it's not nearly as hard. He's also hitting himself a lot, which is, honestly, he does more damage to himself than we do to him, if you get lucky. Because he just did like 100 damage to himself that turn. Really good Ose fight so far. I'm gonna go for damage here.
Yeah.
Yes, Ose, kill yourself, please. We're gonna pass here in case we miss. Alright, we did miss, so passing was definitely the right choice. Go Nerve Gas. Alright. So if you fail to charm, you can also toss Nerve Gas and ideally hit with that to make it so he doesn't get a turn. Because you can stack status elements in this game, so now that he is stunned, the stun's gonna wear off, but I can charm him again this turn. Like that, so now when he comes out of stun, he's gonna be charmed. So he won't do any damage to me. Basically, if you let Ose do damage to you, you're gonna have a really bad time, because he does tons of it. Alright, so we're gonna go for the kill this turn. There it is. Easy every time. So that's one of the 2 fights in this run where we actually use status ailments. I'm not a fan of status ailment fights because they're just so RNG whether you hit or miss. But that one in particular and the one later on is not actually too bad. So I'm willing to deal with them. It's not like I have much of a choice anyways. So I really like where my assist attack gauge is. There are points in this run where we need to have a certain assist gauge level in order to have a much easier time with a fight, and the next boss is one of those times. So having my assist gauge where it is right now is very good. Also, I'm just kind of shocked we got away right there. I should put my demons back in and try to fight stuff, though. I just don't like fighting on this level here because it's hard to kill demons, and I'm also out of MP, so...
Whoa!
So, now that I'm 15, I can recruit Mermaid, and I can recruit Makara. Both of the 2 recruits we need in this run.
Welcome.
So now we're going to heal up this shrine, and then we're going to fight some things around here as we go down to get the third and final seal. I'm also going to take a save here in case I get into an encounter that accidentally uses my partner attack. because that would actually be really bad. Dropping frames. Am I dropping frames? I've dropped 0.5% of frames since I've started streaming, so it might be on my end a little bit. Alright, so here's the mermaid I was talking about that I need to recruit, and mermaid's a female. So if we charm the mermaid, and then we talk to mermaid, we instantly recruit the mermaid. And we don't have to deal with recruiting it legitimately. Another very good use for having a mid-high and
Shadows, where demons gather. To the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
Oops. So now I'm going to buy one of the most busted apps in the game, Fusion Booster, which allows you to fuse demons that are higher level than you are. And that gets ridiculous later on. So the first thing we're going to need to do with this mermaid is instantly make an Aquans, because this Aquans has Bafula, and we kind of want Bafula, because it's really good.
Not bad, I'd say.
Oh, hey, it's another mermaid. She's weak to the yeah. So mermaids are actually an okay find in here because they give you, decent experience because they're level 15. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe they don't. So here's a little dumb thing that was introduced in this game, is these little traps. If you don't break yourself out of them, you get caught and you get sent back to the start of the area. In some cases, that you can abuse that and actually go a little bit faster than you would just walking. Don't miss the bar. Thank you. So you're actually supposed to do that segment right there with a dagger refill, but if you do good movement, you don't need to. Like, you're supposed to get to this point, break this, and go up the ladder, but we don't have to do that. Because we're fast. And we're going to use the cutscene here of taking this seal to... Oh crap, it didn't despawn the demon. I thought it despawned demons. Gonna grab this chest that has some money in it. And now the course of action we have to take is grinding to level 16 and recruiting a Makara on this first floor. And we use this first floor because it's the safest floor. Alright, so Makaras are extremely rare, and this is like the only place to find them, so... I think that was a Makara. Yep, okay. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, the snake shape of the Makara encounter, and I just knew I couldn't pass it up. Please get recruited. No! Makaras do that so often. They're so difficult to recruit, but I really need the dragon. Hey. I need something in the dragon line, so skipping Makara is not an option. Oh, that sucks though.
Yeah.
So long. What a jerk. Ooh, that might just level me. Cool, it did. And that's why you want to pick up relics. Sometimes you get a lot of experience for doing so. Alright, so now I just need to find Makara. Normally there's a trap shadow that spawns right there, so I'm a little hesitant about grabbing that chest. So we pretty much just run around in circles here now until I find a Makara. And like I said, they're pretty rare spawns, which kind of sucks. This might be one. They can spawn in the very small female shadows like that, or they can spawn in, words are hard. Or they can spawn in snake shadows. They're always in snake shadows, but they're rarely in females. There's only like it's like a 1 in 5 enemy set in the female ones. Normally you can also tell what's in a shadow by the size of it, but sometimes it's still just an RNG roll. Oh, also, since I'm 16, I should go ahead and fuse. Because I don't want to be wasting experience. We're gonna go ahead and fuse Naga. Unfortunately, we can't fuse the other demon I need for this point until I have Makara. These are not Makaras, dude. Where the Makara's at? That's weird. Small female, it might be this one. Hey, this is the encounter I'm looking for in the female shadows, is the Makara with the Apsaris and the Preta. Problem is, without that innate pie in the party, I don't think I can, that's fine now. Yo, thank you. Alright, we got Makara. Heck, grab it. Die! And yeah, you like that Kabuto where Head Crush blows them away. It is a really nice touch I enjoyed as well. Alright, so we're in a very good setup position for Sukona Hikona. Sukona Hikona is pretty much the hardest boss in the speedrun aside from the final two. So a lot of people hate the fusion system in this game, but like having the search function. But if you know what you're doing with it, it's pretty easy to do. Wait, I'm not done there yet.
Welcome to
So now that we're done with, Marankaran. God. What the hell is this? What even level is that thing? I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have to straight up delete that. Does it have anything good? Nope. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna straight up delete that.
Welcome to the well then. Now.
Anyways, we're gonna be doing some elemental fusions now, because elemental... Alright, game. This is getting a little ridiculous now.
Welcome to Elven.
Am I gonna even have enough money? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't have enough money anymore, dude! I gotta reload. Wow. Oh my god, this was before I even recruited the...
Welcome to the camp.
Oh, this was before I recruited the Makara.
To the Cathedral of Shadows.
Alright, looks like we gotta recruit the Makara again, guys. Alright, it's fine. We're just gonna get the Makara quick and easy again. It's gonna be free. We're gonna be on our way. Not saving. I should have saved after the recruit. I really should have. But it's fine. There's a Makara right here. It's fine. Everything is fine. No salt here. Okay. See, when a negotiation fails, I'm happier because that means they didn't run away. Like, I prefer negotiations failing to the demon running away. Because, you know. Crap. So much for quick and easy.
Charm you.
I didn't save because the chances of 2 fusion actions in a row like that are so slim.
Shadows, where demons gather.
I really wish I could turn off my Twitch alerts. Pull out for a Dragon Shadow? Or no, I'm actually gonna play this one really small. Hey, there we go. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. Did I? Oh yeah, I am, aren't I? I apologize, there's not a whole lot I can do. Alright. We're just gonna flee. Okay. Alright, we got Makara again. So now we're gonna we saved this time, and now we're gonna do the fusions.
Now.
What's the estimate? The estimate's 12 hours, but it's probably gonna be closer to 11. What am I doing? So anyways, as I was trying to say before all the fusion accidents, we're going to be doing elemental fusion a lot in this run, which allows you to just rank up a demon with it in its same race. So I'm going to take this Nepaya here, and I'm going to make it into this Spriggan, which is a higher level fairy. And then I'm going to take this Spriggan and make it into a Jack Frost, which is an even higher level fairy. All for extremely cheap amounts of money that we can throw away in the run. Instead of trying to recruit a high level demon and fuse it into something, we just use elemental demons to get where we want. The game is just long. Alright, so we've got a Hee-Ho. You know what? I'm actually gonna take Poison Claw. I don't need Poison Monday anymore, and Poison Claw is gonna do more damage against the next boss. Anyways, so...
Welcome.
Alright, so, now we're gonna do the hardest boss in the run. And if we first try this boss, then that's incredibly good RNG. I don't expect it to happen, though, because Sukona Hikona is a huge bully. Hallelujah, haters unite. Hallelujah plays three very important roles in this run on Medusa, Krishna, and then Arahabaki. So we're heading over to this huge orb where the demon is sealed, and, well, the guy here, we call him Boat Dude, is not gonna be too happy with us. Yeah, why is my stream ripping so much? I can see myself dropping the frames, but there's not much I can do about it without re-going live, and I apologize. So Boat Dude is weak to lightning, and on this fight, you really want to get defensive smirks. You want to end your turn with a smirk, so you don't get weakness abused on Naga and Moki. Alright, let's see how much damage this Poison Claw does. Dude, that's actually not terrible. I should have probably rocked cut. Oh. This New Game Plus, this is not New Game Plus. And it looks like we've got no protective smirk for the first turn, and we've got no dizzy either, so this first turn is going to be a little painful. Alright, he missed. That's good, at least. So now I've got a partner attack, so smirks don't matter. I don't know why I put on auto right there.
You're in good hands. Leave it to me. How's this?
Why would I be playing FF12, Hunter?
A trifling matter.
Alright. So now we're getting into scary mode here. Alright, that's really nice. We are pretty well set up with MP and HP at this point, but on this next turn, if I don't get any defensive smirks on Moki here, we're gonna have a problem. Alright, we're gonna have a problem now. Poison Claw, I guess. Oh, I dizzied him. Cool. Oh my gosh, we got really lucky there. We got incredibly lucky on that turn. Die, Boat Dude! Nice, we got another Dizzy off. The Dizzy is very rare to get on him, but it really saves your ass if you get it, because, as you can see, when he gets turns, he really starts to bully you. Like he just did there. But he should die this turn. So, we might be okay. If he doesn't die this turn, we're gonna have problems. Because I can't heal this much damage. We're gonna go straight for damage. Screw it. Die boat, dude. I believe in my demons. Alright, we got him. We got him. First try. Easy every time. But as you can see, if he gets turns and uses his attacks, you go down in health very quickly. So the stat build we're doing is about 3-to-1 magic ratio. Or magic agility ratio. We want the agility so we have a hit rate and we can run away. And we want magic so we can do massive amounts of damage, which is kind of self-explanatory. So that's the hardest boss down, and now from here on out the run's going to get a little bit smoother because we don't really have to do too many recruits anymore. He's back. I apologize for the lag. There's not a whole lot I can do. Like, I know I'm not dropping, like, tons of frames, but I know I am dropping frames. But yeah, now we feed Krishna, who's pretty much the main antagonist for most of the game, and it's all our fault that he got free. Poison Claw. Poison Claw actually made that fight a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. So I put I wanted a Quanch to get experience so I could get Bafula here, because we're gonna need Bafula coming up. I know, Google. It's mostly because of my internet. It really can't handle me streaming at 720p. So, now that we've freed Krishna, Krishna says he's gonna go and kill Flynn and capture him and brainwash him and such. So we're like, well, that's not what we wanted. So we're gonna go and head to Ginza. What's the max on a stat? 999. There are diminishing returns on a stat, somewhere around 400. But, it really doesn't matter. Because it's still worth putting your points into it, even at that point. I believe casually I ended the game somewhere around 500 magic. Yeah, there is a diminishing return on magic and all the stats once you get too high, but it's just not even relevant. It doesn't matter. It's not a big enough diminishing return to even matter. And yeah, sorry for all the random noises you're hearing. Those are my Twitch alerts that are going off because they're in other scene in OBS. And I'd swap to that scene and remove them, but that would disrupt the entire marathon even more. So, I'm not doing that. I mean, I could easily enough during a cutscene coming up. So we come over here to Ginza because we know Flynn's here. And while we're here, we're going to pick up the terminal so we can warp here whenever we want. As well as a relic and a chest for money. And Actually, the chest only has 1 disc poison, but believe it or not, you actually need that 1 disc poison. Because we don't have any disc poisons, and we have to go through a poison swamp in a little bit. And if we don't have any disc poisons and we get poisoned, then we're kind of screwed. We have to waste a lot of time healing. Right now, the poison isn't relevant because it's going to get auto-cured, but soon it'll be relevant. So getting this chest is actually pretty important, despite it having a really bad treasure in it. I think during this cutscene I'll swap to my other scene and get rid of my Twitch alerts. So, here we can see Flynn fighting the divine powers in Odin, but, you know, since we're here, they take us as hostage, and Flynn is forced to surrender and get completely destroyed by Odin. Alright, I'm gonna switch the scenes quick and get rid of my alerts. Alright, my apologies.
What's going on? What is that thing?
Sheisha, the great serpent of death and renewal, will lead you all to salvation.
So now that Krishna's all revived, he summons Sheisha and breaks the whole dome and stuff.
That we possess.
Very fitting audio for that.
I'm your light.
Yeah, Nanashi literally did ruin everything, pretty much. Nice. Oh yeah, there is censorship in this scene, isn't there? I forgot about that.
Look at that!
I can see the sky.
Hole in the sky. That light. Is it? I can see the sky.
You mean
Sorry, I've been kind of running around my home at this place, using the bathroom and turning down the AC. So now Krishna's just like, the moon's gonna be full, and then everything's gonna go bad, and Sheisha's gonna eat you all. Also, apparently Sheisha is a snake, but I don't know about you guys, but he looked like a fire flower from Mario to me. So, you know, like if somebody told me to picture a fire flower, I would think of Sheisha, not a snake.
you're talking about Sheisha, right?
So now we've got to go over to, our quest is to go to Shinjuku and deliver some supplies, because that's all hunters do, is deliver supplies. What was censored in that scene? I believe in the Japanese version of the game, like, the shot is more an upskirt shot of Asahi or Izaburo than it was in this version. Like, it's so minor, it's just, there's less skin. Or more skin showing. At least I think that's what was censored. I don't entirely remember.
It's my time to shine!
So, we're supposed to go deliver supplies, But, first we need to do some level grinding, because we're getting pretty underleveled. As you saw with Boat Dude, we die pretty easily. Most SMT games do take place in Japan. Yeah, if Krishna wasn't released, basically this game would be SMT neutral end, but, you know, since Nanashi exists, we kind of screwed everything up. So, if you guys like the third Jack brother, Pyro Jack, you may want to look away, because we've come to Kasumagasaki here, and we're just gonna slaughter some Pyro Jacks for some experience. They're very easy to kill and not dangerous at all, unlike the rest of the mobs around here. So, we're gonna attempt to find some and kill them.
Welcome.
That one over there? No, that's a snake. That's a snake.
Welcome.
So by going in and out of this healing shrine here, I'm respawning the mobs in the area. I'm looking for a gnome-shaped shadow, because those are Pyro Jacks. Come on. They're being bullies and not spawning, though.
Welcome.
Come on now.
This is bad.
The problem with fighting other things in this area is other things in this area are a lot harder to kill, because we don't have very many strong attacks yet. Also, can I fuse Incubus? I don't think I can. Yeah, no, not yet.
Gather demon.
Welcome.
Man, these Pyro Jacks are just... Where are the Pyro Jacks, dude? It's just... the game is withholding them. Alright, we're gonna fight something. I need to get some experience going here. Alright, I can fight this. I know how to fight this. These things are a little bulkier than I thought they'd be. Please just hit Pyro Jack or something. Ow! Bully? Alright, we'll do this. Alright, now will Pyro Jack spawn? Please? I don't want to fight more of those. They kind of really are scary. Like, stuff in this area right here is level, like, 27. Like, it's really high-level stuff. The game doesn't want you to be here yet. But Pyro Jacks are easy enough to kill that it doesn't matter. There's one. Yay, Pyro Jack! So you'll see this mob's a lot easier to kill than what we were just fighting. Mostly because we've got a lot of ice and we've got Hiho. Apocalypse is not the greatest story or dialogue-wise, but it's definitely one of the best gameplay-wise. And, I mean, yeah, Demi Kids exists. So, I don't think you can call this the worst SMT game. Demi Kids does indeed exist. Alright, so now that we're level 19, we can do a fusion here for Incubus. And we need Incubus later on. And Incubus is also part of the reason why we fused that Quan's. Oh my god, I didn't even carry anything good onto it. Well, good thing I saved.
Gather demons.
That was my bad.
Welcome to the cathedral.
Alright, we want Marin Karn. No, do we want Marin Karn? I don't think we do. We need Lullaby. Lullaby is the reason why we fused this thing in the first place. And I guess for now we'll take Marin Karn. For Demi Kids was good. You heard wrong. Like, you just straight up heard wrong. It's not that good a game. It's not a game at all. Alright. Now we just need some more pyrotechnics. There's one. Ah! The demon spawned! Alright, we need one more set of pyrojacks. Or just something. I think I'll just go with something. You. Your fate is... You're done? Fight me? Oh boy. I might regret my decision. I have nothing these things are weak to. It's really bad. I should have used Lullaby there.
Hope you're not afraid of ghosts.
Oh man, I have a partner attack right now that's actually really good. If I can manage to keep this partner attack to the next boss, that would be really, really good. No!
Leave it to me.
Archangel, why?
How's this?
That sucks. That actually sucks a lot. Alright, so now that we're level 20, we can head off to Shinjuku. I invested in a 3DS capture card. I've had it for about 3 years now, and I have never once regretted my decision of buying it. It's let me stream a lot of games, and I've had a lot of fun streaming the games.
Hey.
So here's that poison lake I was talking about where I needed to get that disc poison for. Because, yeah, lo and behold, we got poisoned. If I didn't have that disc poison, I'd have no way to cure this right now. And I'd have to either level up or just heal at the bar, which is really, really bad. You don't want to have to heal at the bar at all. No problem. I'm trying to do my best to keep commentary and interactive with chat as much as I can. And yeah, I could lower it down to 480 and that would pretty much get rid of all the frame drops, but I would have to restart the stream. So right here there's a forced horde encounter, and it's gonna get completely destroyed because, like Pyrojacks, it's weak to ice, and ice is the thing we have the strongest of right now. And, like, there's no way to get around this encounter. The only way is to safe scum through it. But, you need the experience anyways. You need to hit level 21. So, it really doesn't matter. How far are we taking the Angel line? We are going all the way to the very end of the Angel line, to level 82 Angel White Wings. The Archangel and the Divine line will be with us the entire game. I can try to do it cool when I get another chance real quick, I guess. I'd like to keep it 720p, but I mean, if my internet can't handle it, it can't handle it. Alright, so getting a 3 horde right here is rare, but really good, because it gives you a lot of experience. But, as you can see, my MP's getting a little bit low. I'm having to use my stones here, which is fine. This is a fine place to be using your booster stones. You don't need them anywhere else. I'm trying to keep a little bit of MP for in case I get an encounter after this. Alright, yeah, so now I'm 33 experience away from level 21. So we grab this chest up here. It's a chakra pot. Or a chakra drop. Sorry. We're not getting free pots yet. But we do need to gather up some chakra items, because you can, if you've got a ton of extra chakra items at the end of the game, you can skip going to a heal shrine that costs like a minute and a half every time you have to go to it. So unfortunately, since Archangel missed all that time ago, back in Kasumagasaki, I'm going to have to farm a partner attack up here. Well, the thing is, Moose, is I can't recruit a Pyrojack yet. They're level 25 and I'm only level 21. Or 20, even. Alright, this is the encounter I want. So, I forgot to put in a Saki, but it should be alright.
Here's more!
So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to pass turns on this encounter until our assist gauge fills up. And Navarre, please do not use my Gala Stones. I actually need the Gala Stones for the end of the run, or for the middle of the run. Though, at that point, I'll have money to buy them if I need to, but it would still be very nice if Navarre could not use them. And I'm trying to mitigate damage as much as I can by charming these things. Whoops.
Here's more!
No, Navarre, stop. I think we're gonna have to do a second encounter. Because Navarre is killing these things too quick. God, all this the ill and feel stiff text actually does lag the game a little bit. riveting gameplay because Archangel missed. And if you go into the next boss without a partner attack, yo, Navarre, what a beast, thank you. That's actually really good that he did that. If you go into the next boss without a partner attack, you will die. Like, there's just no way around it. If you go in without a partner attack, you'll just die. Navarre's being a beast and finally buffing me instead of trying to kill things. I like it.
How's this?
Awesome. Thank you, Navarre. You held out for me. And now we kill this thing. I really hope I can kill it this turn. Don't miss. Thank you. Alright, so that's my level 21 as well, which is really good. I need level 21. Alright, on our way then. Farming a partner attack like that is super slow, but it actually just makes you able to live through the next fight. Like, there's no way around it. Because the first 2 turns of the next fight are the most dangerous. And if you don't have a partner attack, you'll just never be able to win. Because the next boss is Sheisha, and his whole gimmick is he reduces, like, everything's damage by 90%, except for Almighty and the mystical sword he's weak to that we don't have yet. So, by using the partner attack's Almighty damage, we can get him into the second phase of the fight instantaneously, rather than having to get him into it 4 damage at a time. And from then on, it's pretty much just try and do your best to live 5 turns, and if you live 5 turns, you win. Alright, we're gonna do a save reset here. I don't want to encounter that guy and just waste time trying to run away from something.
How's that?
Alrighty, so unfortunately there's no BGM. The Sheisha fights are really awful because there's just no BGM for them. I didn't think I was gonna get that. $50-50? Yo, that was a pure coin flip. 50% chance to run away. And we got it, which is really nice. We'll be back here a little later to run into these beast-shaped shadows to get a Baphomet, or Baphomet, however you want to say it. Because Baphomet makes Black Frost.
Dogged up.
Alright, so now we need to set up the party here. So, this fight can go bad if Kaso gets killed on the first turn. Which he sometimes does. But if he doesn't, then the fight's basically free. Somebody should. The thing with Strange Journey is the run is either really inconsistent because you rely on a really low drop rate to get an armor early on in the game, or you manipulate the RNG in the entire game and it's just super boring because you're doing the same thing every run and there's no RNG to it. Kazu's not dead. Never mind, I lied. Are we dead for that matter? Nope, we're gonna be okay.
Now's my chance to shock and amaze.
We're gonna be okay. Just kidding. Bust out here now. But yeah, see, as you can kind of see, this fight sucks. Because that damage.
Now.
And it's a damage roll whether or not Kaso lives or dies, and if Kaso dies, you lose Tsukukaja. But the two 89s of damage there causes the fight to go into the second phase, where the fights is just basically survive and let the ally demons do the damage. Because they do way more than you could do, and even if I were attacking, it would take the same number of turns. I am going to attack here to get that press turn, though. So basically, at this point, the goal is hope I dodge something and use D on the MC to hold up. That's why we need D on the MC, by the way, is because healing items aren't enough for this fight. There's too much damage going out. Can you stop critting, please? Hit Incubus. Or Asahi. Hitting Asahi is fine, too. You smirking is not...
Be gone! See?
Once you get Rakukaja out, you can normally recover from most things in this fight, but it's still awful. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
How about
we need to survive 2 more turns, and then the fight's over. But we should be okay now, because Archangel's done doing Rakukaja, which means she can focus on using Dia. Like, we're full health at this point. Ow! Ow! Also, if Nanashi dies, you have to reset. Because if you can't afford missing the experience off this fight.
Be gone!
Same with Archangel. You know, you can't have him dying either. If Incubus and Naga die, it's not the end of the world, but if Archangel or Nanashi do, it's pretty much is. Alright, so no bully, please. Alright, he was very nice with his final turn. So, that's the end of this fight. Does anybody run Devil Survivor 1 and 2? Yeah, I do. Alright, so now Naga gives us a Bafula +1. So now Bafula does more damage. Okay, let's get more. You go into Mad Gasser, so I don't need more power on you. Alright, so now we've got all the rank 2 level spells, and we've also got Principality. And Principality is a bro.
Huh?
Alright, so, I'm 200 experience from a level at this point. And that's bad because I need to get another level before I go to the bar, so I need to do one encounter. Because the way experience works is the higher level you are, the more quest experience you get, but the less experience you get from monsters. So if I level up here and then go turn in a quest, I'll get more experience than I would have if I were still up at 22. So it's actually worth taking the time to kill something to get more experience in the long run. Especially if it's only like one fight like it was just there. Because the next thing I have to do in the next segment of the game is grind to level 24 anyways. So getting the more experience from the quests makes it so I only have to do 1 or 2 encounters instead of 3 to 4. So you basically do 1 encounter here to level, and that saves you from doing 2 or 3 extra encounters in the next area. I'm also on the lookout for a snake shadow, so if I find one, I can recruit it. But as far as I know, they're not in this area. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Oh, but this isn't the snake I want. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I tried. Tried to get an early recruit right there. Try it again. See if she's here. Nope. Nope! Nope, nope, nope. I was looking for a buy Susan because I need one of those later on, and if I can recruit it now, it just saves a little bit of time. So now we finally go and deliver the food that we were supposed to like 40 minutes ago.
I'm gonna get even stronger.
Turning the camera around is hard sometimes. Alright, so now the first day of the game, the new moon is done, and we head home and sleep.
Activating transport complete.
But first we grab some chests, which have money and attack items in them. But we also open up the shortcut right there that saves us a lot of time throughout the run. SMT's Bizarre Adventure. Oh yeah. Yu Narukami's Bizarre Adventure? Minato Arisato's Bizarre Adventure? I know his name's Akira, but I don't know the P5's MC's full name. How long is this run? This is estimated at about 12 hours. But it's probably, with how it's going so far, it's probably going to be a little closer to 11. Because it's been going pretty well so far, and a lot of the really, really trolly stuff is already done with. The whole Persona series is a giant joke reference. Totally. So now we're gonna go be King Arthur and pull a legendary sword that kills giant serpents like Sheisha out of the lake, and we're gonna use it to beat his ass.
Activating transport complete.
SMT is the Dark Souls of Persona. I think SMT is the Dark Souls of Final Fantasy, please. Kappa? So, we come back to the beautiful fairy forest, and the divine powers set it all on fire. So, they were a little bit rude. Because they want the sword too, so we can't use it against them. What does Forko's weak to do? Fire and light? Okay. I guess I'll just go over him then. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so there's that one encounter that I needed here. And we're gonna save, because we have more fusions to do. And with how things have been this run, yeah. Fusion accidents, thank you.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadow, then.
So the first thing we're gonna fuse is everybody's favorite demon, Megiddo Monkey. Because Megiddo Monkey in this game is absolutely busted. Because Hamon is stupidly powerful. And then we're gonna go into the compendium here and find No, we're gonna overwrite Incubus. Right. We're gonna overwrite Incubus, and then we're gonna fuse Naga and Incubus into this guy. And then we fuse Hypixie. And go out and spend money right. I'm sorry, Shane. So now we have Hypixie and Megiddo Monkey, and both of them are very powerful party members, and we're gonna also buy back our Incubus. So that we have Lullaby for the next boss. Because the next boss is another boss that we use, status on. But until we get to that boss, it's pretty much a pretty peaceful encounterless run-through of this area. The encounters here are really annoying, so we don't want to fight them. Pixie's totally the lead singer of an 80s band. You're not wrong. Alright, so there's a little bit of a maze here with this plaza and your shadow and crap, and it's just a bunch of malarkey, and we don't want to deal with it, so we just memorize where to go. There's also tons of freaking demons right here. So we're gonna save and reload and get rid of them. And again, you may think the save and reload is like slow and it breaks the flow of the game, but it's actually a lot faster than getting the encounters are. Especially when you don't need the encounters. So the pattern for this is you go away from your shadow 3 times, and then you go towards your shadow once, and then you go away from your shadow one final time. So that's 2. This is 3. And then we're gonna turn around, and right behind us is a chest with some sleeping gas in it that we need for the next boss. Then we go towards your shadow. And one final time away. And your movement here is actually really important because you want to be able to get to this wall over here without losing your charge. So we're going to do another save reload here to despawn everything because this demon wanted to ambush us. And you need to get behind this wall because there's some nice, there's chakra items behind this wall. And then there's also a light grimoire behind this wall. And we'll be using the grimoires very specifically later on to ensure that we have a good party for Odin. But yeah, there's 2 light grimoires in that chest, and that's so much experience that you can't pass it up. Alright, so now that we've gotten all the chests in the area, we go towards the boss. This place is really, aside from the encounters sometimes and making you save and reset, it is really a pretty chill run through. Fairy Forest Dungeon doesn't take too long, it's pretty easy. And then Titan here, he can be a little bit of a bully, but he's not too bad. We're gonna go lower. Is it still dropping a ton of frames? Do I need to do that? Or is it like, okay enough that I don't need to? Because I can swap that soon. Don't miss, please. Yay, we didn't miss. Oh, I meant to switch to Navarra. Whoops. Oh well. I guess we're doing this with Asahi. Flames gone. Alright, then I'll lower it in a little bit, I guess. There's some grinding coming up I can lower it at. That's not good. Yes! Alright, we in there. Even though I had a press turn there, I just wanted to pass with Incubus because I want to save his MP for Lullaby. I guess we'll This fight kind of sucks because you really have to manage your MP, and forgetting to swap on Navarre is actually really bad. Because Navarre increases your damage a lot with Nakakaja. We'll still be okay, I think, but it's just a little bit slower probably by a turn or two. Especially because Thoth isn't getting good turn order. Thoth is your best source of damage at this point. I should have passed there. Oh well.
Leave it to me.
It's my time to shine. Behold my heroism.
Die, Titan.
All right, feeling good.
My strongest stone. Die. Die. Die! Alright, GG. Alright, I'm gonna go and turn my settings down, I guess. BRB?